Stop, people.
Is that me?
No, it's me. Oh my God, it's terrible. Sorry about that. I thought I had that disturb thing on. Did I wake everybody up?
Well, we've started, pretty much kicked up our start, the start of the recording. Welcome to Epic Sketch Time. My name is Mark Monlux. I live in Tacoma, Washington, and I'll be your host this week. Today, I'm working on the final little bit of coloring I'm doing on my Tacoma Artist Initiative jigsaw puzzle. And if you guys would be so kind as to introduce yourself by your name, location, and the project you're working on today.
I am Bill Morse. I'm a freelance illustrator and a cartoonist in Seattle, Washington, and that's Minako. I might have. And at the moment, I'm in between projects, so I'm just going to be doodling and brainstorming.
Katie, you're next.
Hi, I'm Katie C. I'm from Bonnie Lake, Washington, and today I'm finishing up a Christmas present for someone who has a German Shepherd and is a fan of the movie series Friday the 13th. You can find me on Instagram at Evil Girlfriend Media and Ambivalent Tarot.
Is that the same one you've been working on?
Yeah, I was gone last week to Kentucky, so I didn't have my supplies with me. But yeah, this is the beautiful Novi licking Jason's mask.
Oh,
So I put the canoe in the background, and then I'm redoing the trees because my trees looked horrible. So I'm redoing those, and I might do a road here and then have this sign over the camp in the background. I'm not sure yet. I just want to get these trees corrected first.
You know, I don't think you need the sign in the background.
yeah, I don't think you need the sign either. I mean, I love the dog.
trees.
Yeah,
I want to focus on the dog.
Yeah, I think if anything, all the trees needs is just a little bit of highlights on it, and that's good.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's really an improvement from last time. It kind of reminds me of who's the artist who did that painting of the lion and the shepherd in the desert.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Oh, I know the one that you're talking about. It was used in a number of album covers. It looks like the lion is on all fours and nuzzling the shepherd's neck while the shepherd's asleep. Oh yeah, I can't remember the name of that piece. So Darcy, what are you going to be working on this week?
Well, it's not a wicked creative project I got this week. I have edits to chapter 22 of this memoir book I'm doing for a client. It's actually very non-conventional layout, so I do like it. And she's got an amazing collection of vintage photographs that, you know, I have to do some wizardry on. But yeah, I think this is rewrite number 14 for this chapter.
I have
Sleeping by Henri Rousseau.
Oh, I recognize that name.
Yeah, so that's what I thought of first, but I was getting him mixed up with the philosopher.
Did you say Rousseau? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, well, I wouldn't be you know, I wouldn't mind being compared to him, but okay. All right, I'll look that up after.
I am
We get
opening
out
up
of
the screen share in case people feel like screen sharing. I learned a little trick last week that's going to help me organize my Procreate. You know how you can make, oh, here we got somebody else. Janie's coming in. Oh, she was
Is
working
that Janie?
on,
Janie?
yeah.
Oh, good to see her.
Trying to start my video. Hi, y'all.
Hi, Janie. So
Hi.
I'm so
Hello.
glad you decided to take some time to come join us. How goes the book deadline?
It's work. I'm working on it.
Hey, do you have your award handy that you won from the National Cartoonist Society?
It's at my studio.
Ah,
But I'm so excited by it. The only thing I'm not excited about it is I got to try a heat gun. The name tag, like, it's like, so here's the thing, and the name tag goes like this. It's very crooked. I'm like, oh well. So, but yeah, it's at my studio. But yeah, I was very excited by it. Very excited. Could you tell? Did you watch me accept it?
no, I haven't seen the acceptance link.
You'll have to go look.
No, I will.
I wore a crown and everything.
That's awesome.
You do the wave and you're sad.
I did the wave, and then I was told the queen never shows the palm, and she does it.
Oh, she always does this. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, I did it wrong. I did it, but I did it wrong.
Well, I would have done it wrong too. I'd forgotten that detail.
Oh well.
I wonder if she does that because she doesn't want anyone to get her biorhythms or her
I doubt they
biometrics
could've
according to
got her
Buckingham.
bio-
Anyway, she usually has gloves on.
I mean, is this rude or? But I had no idea that well, I knew that they were going to do the presentation live, but, or was it streamed? Did everyone sign in to do it?
It was live, but now it's on YouTube. But it was a weird thing. Like, you had to, the nominees for each award had to go ahead and record an acceptance video, whether they knew if they were going to win or not. It was the oddest feeling. It was like, talk about awkward. It's like, thank you for this award. I don't know if I've won or not. So y'all probably heard me when they put my name up there, though, because I was pretty loud and immature about it.
You're allowed.
So I'm going to quickly share my screen and show you how I'm wasting a few minutes of my day right now. Let's see. Let me get this going. So as you can see, I got a lot of things on in Procreate, but someone showed me that if you go in to your stacks, and if you make your first image on your stack a little place card holder with the name of your item, it makes it a lot easier to find things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I thought, I'm going to do that.
I should do that with every pile in my house.
That's a good idea. I kind of use the final artwork from whatever it is, like final cover or whatever, but that's a good idea for the things that
Yeah,
are
because I tried, I've been trying to do that with the final cover too, but sometimes, like when some of my projects looks familiar, like up on the left-hand corner, I got Obscure Movie Monsters #2 is very similar to Obscure Movie Monsters Alien, so I thought, oh, maybe, and I was thinking, oh, I could even color code these and give the ones that are actual ongoing projects, make them like green or something.
I think that's
Anyway,
smart.
so that's what I'm doing. That's my Procreate tip of the week. Oh, there was another tip of the week that Jane taught me. Did we lose her?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
It was exciting for me to learn it today. So you can, if you go and you select multiple layers from within your Procreate, you can hold those and move them over to the middle of your screen. And then with your other hand, click gallery and go open another document and put them in there. And it's like you copied multiple layers at one time into your other document. It was amazing, but it has to be the same size.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show everyone how this is done.
But we may not be able to see what you're doing because of the, you can't see clicks.
That's true. Well, what I'll do is I'll create a document that's 12 by 12.
Yeah.
Okay, this is basically the same size as this little gem. And oh, I forget, how do you select multiple
Well, you don't have multiple layers there. You need another layer first. Duplicate that one.
Oh, duplicate. No, there's 2 layers. I was able to do it.
Oh, okay.
So to select it, you do a half draw to the left, right?
Oh, no, you do it from the left to the right. Click the top one and then left to right on the second one.
Left to right on the second one. Oh,
Yeah,
like
now
that.
they're
Okay.
both selected. Now
Okay.
touch the top one.
Now I'm touching the top one and I'm holding it down
Uh-huh.
and I'm
Yeah.
dragging it to the middle.
Yeah, now hit gallery.
Oh, I have to hit gallery with my pencil while holding down.
No, I hit it with my finger, like I hold it and hit the other one with my finger rather than pencil, but you could do it that way.
Oh, okay.
Now, where's that one you made outside the stack?
There it is. Now I'm dragging it over the stack and I just dropped it in.
That didn't work for me that way. No, you just added it to the thing. Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
You have to actually open the file.
That did not work. That did
Right.
something strange.
You made all 3 layers or all 2 layers go in there. Okay. Okay, do it again. Go in there.
Okay, I'm going in here.
Uh-huh. Okay, now select the top one. Okay, they're still there. So touch it and drag it to the middle. Now hit gallery.
Hitting gallery.
Uh-huh.
Come on, gallery.
You click it with your other finger.
I am. It's not doing anything. I think I froze. It's not moving.
Huh.
Oh, now my whole program's frozen up.
Oh, you broke it.
Broken.
Well, you do what Mark just did, except that instead of dropping it into the gallery, you go in there to the gallery and you open that file he made first. You open it and then you place it in there in the layers.
Oh, this is so weird. I went back to my iPad desktop and the layers were still showing up on the desktop.
That's
so
odd.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try doing that again, but first I need a.
Bill and Darcy, what are y'all working on? I can see what Katie's working on.
I don't know. I was just gonna sketch up something, which is not something I get to do very often. I like hanging out and seeing all the talent and skill though. I don't know. I might try my dog. Might draw a
that's
dog.
good.
That sounds like a challenge.
Bill, what are you working on?
Oh, I'm pretty much just doodling at the moment. I'm kind of in between things, though. At the moment, I was sort of falling back on doing National Day cartoons for Instagram, and so going over the list for tomorrow, I have a choice between screenwriters, whipped cream, birds, and keto. I don't know what keto is.
Yeah,
Geppetto?
what is that?
Are you talking Geppetto, like the guy who carved Pinocchio?
Oh,
Keto. It appears to be vegetables.
keto. It's a diet. Keto. It's a high protein, high fat, low carb diet. Keto.
Man, I was really hearing that wrong. I don't know
Me
how I got
too.
Geppetto.
And at the moment, I'm currently my biggest, what I'm totally working on for everybody's mind is keeping Mineko quiet using bribery.
Well, you could always
Been
just
there.
mute your
Memory
mic.
with short memory.
I think, well, she's actually pretty smart, and I think she might realize what the game is and is completely being an extortionist.
I think that might be possible.
If he's curious, this is Mineko here. Say hi, Mineko.
Hi, Mineko.
Now you're house sitting, or rather dog sitting, aren't you?
Yes. And
You know-
regrettably, while Mineko, by all accounts, is very friendly, I'm on her list of people she doesn't like very much.
Well, let's see if you can do something. I trained my dogs not to bark. And all you have to do is when the dog starts to bark, is just very quietly go, make a little sound. It's
Huh.
and just, you don't even have to look at the dog, just make the sound. And every time they bark, just go like that. And they'll, bit by bit, they stop barking because they want to hear what noise you're making.
Ah, tricky.
Yeah. And when my dog finally got around to barking, it scared the hell out of me. He was a Great Dane. I never heard him put out a big bark before. He was just a little grumpy little puppy. So he'd always make these little growly sounds like that. And he'd be nice and quiet. Then this strange postman came to the door one day and he let out a boom. And I went, dear God, scared me. Does anybody know in Procreate, you can make stacks? I get that. But I have so many stacks and I would love to have stacks within stacks, but I don't know you can make a stack within a stack, can you?
I'm sure you can. Yes. Wait, in fact, I think you can drag a stack into a stack. I'm going to test that right now. Yeah, grab the stack. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure that just merges them together.
It does? Oh, yeah. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, but can you select them inside there?
Oh, while they're inside the stack, can you stack them?
I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure I tried that once.
Yeah, it didn't seem to work.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's not working.
Oh, wait. Let's see something. Yeah, it didn't work. Well, that's too bad. That's an unfortunate thing.
Yeah, wouldn't that be handy?
That would be quite useful, and it's a surprising it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I would have liked it to because my setup is as cluttered as Mark's.
You know, one thing you could do that could work though, is you could make well, I don't know, do y'all work horizontally, right? When you're in your gallery, is it usually horizontal? Let me see what happens.
Oh, actually, you know, when I'm organizing things, I tend to work vertically.
Oh, well, then you could do 4 little small files that just make a line between stuff. Like, and one of them could say like 2019, and one of them could say 2020, and one could say 2022. 2022 sounds weird. 2022, sorry.
Oh, and just keep them ordered in rows?
Yeah, like, you know, like, well, no, that'd be like a divider in between them.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. I'm surprised that didn't work.
Wait a minute. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go back into my text layer. Oh, when I moved and shifted that layer over to a new document, it looked like I'm going to have to try that again because it looks like it took my text layer and converted it to a graphic.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, let me check that out. I'm going to try doing that again. Prep up another new file. Sorry, I'm distracted by just deleting out some things. I suppose I could always just save the final images or the final files and save them over to my computer and get them off my tablet or put them in a folder somewhere.
Like to have them though. I'd like to have them in there. You know, I might need something from that for another project.
So let's see. So I was watching, let's see, movies I've seen since the last talk to you guys. Watched Don't Look Up. And I don't know if you guys watched the animation Hilda on Netflix.
Oh, is that the new, they said the third full-length movie. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, instead of doing the 3rd season of Hilda, they did a movie length. So watched that, and I went back and I watched an old noir film called, well, what's the name? Act of Violence. And they're really enjoyed watching that old noir kept mentioning Nazis in it and World War II, but they didn't do any type of exposition flashbacks. The only thing they showed was some guy showing a picture of him and another guy in a group photo. The only flashbacky bit they did was people's voices when this guy was, having a moment of angst in an alley, and one of the voices was this Nazi colonel. And I was kind of really impressed how they didn't have a budget for it, so they didn't do it, and it didn't matter because they managed to pull it off nice and cleanly that way. You still got the whole effect of, feeling that, Nazis were evil and bad. What about you, Katie? You watch anything interesting this weekend or since last week?
Well, I was in the company of an 8 and a 10-year-old. So I did watch Encanto. Is that how you say it? And it was really cool because there were a lot of diverse characters. I liked the storyline. It was a fun show for Disney. And then I caught up on Yellow Jackets and Dexter, and what else did we watch? I didn't do that much television watching because I played Mario Golf and Just Dance 2022 and Mario games. And this was my first foray into learning how to play the Nintendo Switch, which Aunt Mandy does not, or I don't do very well, but it's really handy when you have small hands, grabbing the controller from you and going, no, you do it like this. Here, let me just do it for you. So it was a humbling experience, but yeah, we played a lot of video games, but they were like fun, interactive games, I felt like.
Oh, okay, I just did it a second time, and if you when you drag over your layers, it does sometimes mess up the order. Some things got moved around, and it converted my text into a graphic, which I'm just finding annoying.
Yeah, that stinks. That would bug me. I didn't try text. I didn't need text today. I just needed to do, well, actually I didn't need anything. I accidentally found it, and then I found where I needed to use it, but I didn't need to drag any text layers.
So I'm
That's
going
too
to show you. I'm going to show you guys this truly awful, obscure horror movie monster.
Fun.
This one is from a clip movie. Now, a clip movie is a movie that's made up of clips from other movies and then has new footage added in. This is a particularly awful one. Let's see. Share screen. This might be for another deck of playing cards. Oh, did that work? No, that did not work. Sorry, let me try that again. So I was wondering why this monster was the most stupid looking thing in the world. It had these really dull looking eyes that reminded me more of a a Japanese character called a kappa, which is, and then the name of the movie is called The Naked Monster.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's, and it wasn't until I was halfway through doing this sketch that I bothered to, sometimes I'll draw a monster without actually seeing the movie because there's just too many movies out there. And yeah, it was a clip movie. If I had known it was a clip movie, I may not have drawn this guy, but I'm halfway through drawing him, so figured, have him
Yeah.
as a backup.
That's down there with the monster that wasn't nice.
Yes. Matter of fact, I think I have a picture of the monster that wasn't nice in here. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, I mean, of all the movies I've inflicted on myself in my double feature series, that was the.
Well, you would think, Leslie Nielsen doing a comedy of science fiction in space.
Had the production values of a fan film that one of my friends made.
Oh yeah, I'll do this quick share again. I found it. So this is the artwork for the that creature wasn't nice.
What an eye.
One of several obscure movie monster aliens. This one is from The Last Starfighter.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Was it one of the ones that was students in the background in the academy scene?
It was one of the pilots. Remember when he first gets taken to the station and he's trying to figure out what everything is,
Yes.
and the alien next to him explains this is such and so of such and so, and it's the exact same wording that was used in the video game when the video game starts up. And so this is that particular creature that had that conversation with them. So that's the one I chose. Let's see. This is my favorite one of the decks so far.
Oh,
This
that's
Yeah, this is from a movie called Cowboys versus Aliens. Or maybe it's just Cowboys and Aliens.
I think there is a movie called Cowboys versus Aliens, though.
yes, it is.
Isn't that a Clint Eastwood movie?
No, it's something pretty recent. It's based on a comic book, which I never read.
But it does have Harrison Ford in it.
Okay.
And the guy who played RoboCop, that actor.
Peter Weller?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it was Peter Weller. And this is the space herpes from the Ice Pirate.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, Katie. I know you've seen Ice Pirate.
I laughed. I did see Ice Pirates. Of course I've seen Ice Pirates. What are you talking about?
Let's see. Anyway, I'll stop sharing. Has anyone made any New Year's resolutions?
Oh, just the usual about better productivity and such.
I think this year I'm going to try to be less hard on myself.
That's a good one. My favorite New Year's resolution was the year where I resolved to go arg like a pirate at every wait person.
And every what kind of person?
At every waiter or waitress.
Oh.
I'd be doing my order, and then in the middle I'd go look up at them, go arg. It drove my wife nuts, but I had so much fun. And usually the wait person would get into it and say something like "ye matey" back to me or something.
That's funny.
It is. It's fun.
That was one of my better ones.
Not really my cookie.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Right. After bringing it up, it's sort of like I suddenly got "I want to eat your face" stuck in my head.
The "I want to eat your face" is the musical ditty that the monster that wasn't nice sang to the spacemen when they finally got the communication device working. It's a scene you can watch on YouTube, and it's particularly awful.
Yeah. But having said it, it's the only thing that makes the movie worth watching. Where the cliche scientist applauds it. One of the other crew people said, "Come on, did you listen to the lyrics?"
Now, the cliche scientist is the same actor in that movie who was the starring lead in the TV show from the 70s, The Avengers.
Oh,
Oh, the original?
The original. That kind of British looking guy in the bowler cap.
Yeah.
That guy played Steed.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm really hungry tonight. You guys.
you're thinking about eating people's faces now.
I think I'm going to go get myself a glass of water. I'll be right back. So I got some bad news that I posted on Facebook. My favorite sumo wrestler, Takayasu, will not be able to be in this spa show, the next tournament, because the what's it called? The school of sumo wrestlers that he belongs to, the head coach and several of the lower rikishi caught COVID.
Oh no.
And so according to the regulations, any member of that, I'm trying to come up with the name of it. What is it called? Let's go with the word gym. That's fairly American equivalent.
Stable, I thought was what it says.
Stable. Yeah. So any stable.
Stable? Really?
Yeah, that's the equivalent. That's what they typically use for the
Oh,
word. So that's stable. No, nobody from that stable can compete.
oh,
I'm
wow.
kind of going, oh man. Meanwhile, my wife mocks me and goes, "Yay, go Takakeisho," which is her favorite sumo wrestler.
I'm surprised I've not had that word on a crossword puzzle.
Sumo?
No, the name of their gym, what they call their dojo or gym, whatever, a stable.
Oh,
That's pretty
actually, the Japanese word for it's different.
right, but that would be a good clue.
That would be a good clue for a crossword puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the name of a Japanese?
sumo scene.
Of a Japanese dojo. Is it dojo?
Well,
That's a dojo, essentially a martial arts school, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's more taekwondo, karate, all that.
Okay, now I'm curious. I want to find out what the name of what the Japanese word for it is, because it might be just dojo.
Okay.
I'll finish it in time. I can see if you can see this properly, but for National Bird Day.
It's like a scene. Is that like a scene out of the birds, or are they flying in the other direction?
They're kind of going everywhere.
The word is heya.
Chaos.
Heya.
So a sumo wrestling gym is a hey.
Yeah, a communal sumo training stable is known as a heya.
Okay.
They all live together. They all have their meals together, and they. So imagine, like, if you're a boxer and you're told that you had to live and eat at the gym with everybody else who works at at that gym. Wouldn't that be insane?
I think a lot of them kind of do it sometime. I mean, my brother-in-law is or he was a junior Olympic wrestling coach, and
Oh,
for a couple months a year, these kids and the coaches would all shack up like in Minneapolis somewhere. Like they do everything together. It was all about mindset, and it's probably a reason why they do that. The athletes or competitors just kind of grow on each other to keep that unity going. Even if they have to compete amongst themselves, they kind of all have to be on a common wavelength.
I know that in Japan, the younger Rekshi, which is what they call sumo wrestlers in Japan, they do most of the cooking and cleaning in the stable.
Okay.
And they usually have a big giant hot pot at least once a day. So they exercise in the morning, eat this big hot pot, and then take a 4-hour nap to put the weight on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look it off. You might need that.
Yeah, I remember in that Tony Bourdain trapped. So he went to a sumo restaurant once where it was a sample of that was essentially this communal stew pot. And apparently saying at first he thought that it's pretty much just fattening them up, but essentially what they're eating there is pretty much all protein.
So I bought my wife a stuffed waffle maker for Christmas.
No keto there.
And the first thing she made with it is, we love eating taiyaki, which is a form of a Japanese waffle. It looks like a fish, but it's got sweet bean paste in it.
Oh, I've seen those.
And normally we go to a nearby Asian market where a fellow makes them there fresh. And they're absolutely delicious. But that's the first thing she did, was the day before, went down to the Asian market, got a big bag of red bean paste and made these waffles.
Ooh.
And she's really looking forward to doing chicken and waffles with them.
Okay.
This woman has never made chicken and waffles together with a meal otherwise, but now that she's got this stuffed waffle maker.
Yeah. The sky's the limit now. Oh, that's awesome. Creative cooking at its best right now, you know?
It looks like a Belgian waffle maker, but apparently it's just a little thicker. It's got this little this ring attachment that allows it to go thicker up. And
my sons have made some pretty interesting things in my traditional waffle iron.
Oh, have they?
Oh yeah, it's like anything goes in that thing, and I still have it. So whatever they were doing, I mean, they'd be like, they'll just do bread and bacon and cheese in it, but it looks like a waffle when it comes out. Or, some things were a real gooey mess. I'm like, fine, you're cooking for yourselves. I'm all good.
Now I have, do you have what I have, a traditional waffle maker where there's 4 panels?
The one I have one that does have 4 panels, and they're more of a thin waffle. I also have the 2 much deeper one.
Oh, the Belgian waffle.
Yeah,
one.
they've done. Oh, I know what they do. They take like Pillsbury dough, and they put that in there with pepperoni and cheese, and then they would flatten it, and the dough gets really puffy. So what a mess though, but that was good. Yeah, I was like,
now what are those grills where you make a grilled sandwich with? Because that kind of sounds like what they did, but with pizza and a waffle iron.
They did. They used a waffle iron instead.
A panini. Yeah
I think I have one of those, but they like the waffle iron better. It held more junk or something. I don't know. Who am I to say no to people cooking? I'm like, go for it.
I like my big square one because, my wife will do extra batter, cook up extra waffles, and then we use them as toaster waffles.
Yeah. So we did waffles on Christmas morning here, and the boys were all over it. They don't live here anymore, but they were home for that, and it's fun to make stuff we don't have all the time anymore.
The other unique household appliance we have is a takoyaki grill.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, imagine something like a griddle, but it's got little half moon divots.
Okay.
Little sphere divots. And what you do is you pour in batter, and then it's called takoyaki because you take in pieces of octopus.
Okay.
And you dump it in, and then you use these little prongs, and you kind of, as it starts to cook, you start rotating them, pour in a little bit more batter once you rotate them once, and then you keep rotating till you get these really crisp golden balls, and they're kind of gooey in the middle, and then they got this delicious, bit of seafood or whatever you put in the middle of them. And they're just yummy. So
Oh, we don't seem to have that influence here in Connecticut. So I do have this Japanese specific market across from my regular grocery store, and I went in there and I was fascinated with all the packaging, and I bought something for dinner, but I wasn't, it's not on my regular shopping thing, but it easily could become so. It'd be definitely a a food experience.
Mhm.
Asian food out here is really lame.
Yeah, I mean, being from Rhode Island, I know just how meaty the Asian scene is.
Yeah.
Though Boston has a very good Chinatown.
Yeah, no, it's really hard.
So for Christmas, my wife and I decided to get my sister-in-law something really fun. So we got one of those flat rate shipping boxes, and we went to the Asian market and we looked for canned food items that we couldn't tell what it was on the label. And we just filled up the box.
Yeah. My dad used to do that this is way back, and we had a really, diverse ethnic market near where he worked. And he would go and buy things. He had no idea what they were. And he would bring them home, and we would all kind of like scratch our head and say, well, what do we do with it, Dad? It wasn't in the encyclopedia, but we've had a lot of food adventures with what he would come home with on that day, just to flip things up a little bit.
Our food adventures has resulted in me eating canned mackerel about once a week.
Oh boy.
Well, I found out through a program that apparently mackerel or other fatty fish, like a nice chum salmon or something, but mackerel has a type of good cholesterol that basically goes into your arteries and vacuums up and encapsulates the other bad cholesterol and moves it out of your system. And they did a study in Japan about people who eat a lot of mackerel, and their cholesterol levels were just rock bottom. So they wanted to figure out why. So they wanted to find out why some groups of Japanese had no cholesterol, and it was all because they were eating mackerel at least once a week, and canned mackerel at that, because it's convenient. And my favorite is this canned mackerel that comes in soy paste, and it's delicious. But you got to eat it cold. If you nuke it,
Would you make like a tuna fish sandwich out of it?
Oh no, I usually have a hot bowl of rice with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do that with salmon. So
Yeah, and
peas.
And they also sell, I used to do this with some canned eel, but I just found out that my Asian market has roasted eel that's frozen.
Oh.
And so I'm going to thaw that out. Now you can nuke roasted eel, that's really good, and put it on the hot rice. But of course, you have to have eel sauce. I managed to get myself a nice jar of eel sauce to pour. So now we've got the eel
I'm gonna
sauce.
have to explore this market here a little bit harder. If I notice that half the stuff in there is an eel, I'm gonna be like, oh God.
If you haven't had roasted eel, you are missing something really delicious.
Like on a sushi platter and stuff like that.
Yes.
But the eels around here are really grody little. They're not lovely eels. They're slimy eels, and
their eels are about this long, and when they're whole, but they're slimy.
Yeah.
But they're really good at preparing them.
Okay, it's all in the preparation, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Well, believe it or not, folks, it has been an hour of epic sketch time. It's come and gone by so fast.
Too. This is great.
So I'd like everyone to check out the link below if I remember to put it in on YouTube or on your Facebook page. Check out our Facebook page, epicsketchtime.com. You can sign up for the emailing list there. Darcy, if you want me to send you a direct email to this so that you don't have to sign in via Eventbrite every week.
Oh, that would be nice.
So go to
Once I
my,
get my invite, I have to go hunt it down again.
so this is my name. Just add, it's Mark Monlux at Comcast.net. Am I pointing at the right corner?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's your name at Comcast.com.
Comcast.net.
.net. Okay.
Okay, and just send me a thing saying, add me to the Epic Sketch Time mailing list, and we'll get you on there.
All right.
And I will see everybody here next Tuesday at 4:30.
You do this every week?
Yes, we do this every week, except federal holidays.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Mark. Nice to see those I know and meet some new people. Take care. Keep up the good work, everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.